video is from a black business owner. 1992, LA riots.
Understand nothing. Come on. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right what y'all doing. I came from the ghetto too. Same as all of you did. Y'all need to listen. But you know, y'all mess up my business. And you call it black power. You mad at the white man. Why destroy my business? Why destroy my truck? Why steal my computer? I'm trying to make it. Could you understand that? Can't y'all see it? I'm trying to make it. Just start listening. I gotta do my job. Hey, man, why you doing this in your community, man? These clothes belong to some of your neighbors. No? You don't care? I don't care. Why? I mean, but what? How can you explain this, man? Is this gonna solve anything? I'm 39, be 40 in a couple months, and so help me God, I never seen parents teaching children to steal. I mean, breaking the windows down and pushing the kids in the store to steal. If I had done that, my mom would beat the stuffings out of me.
Okay, so the media will never, ever show this and try to educate these young kids from doing the same shit and victimizing their same people that they're saying they're so want to protect. Black lives matter unless you own a business where blacks decide to loot and steal. Black lives matter unless you go buy an abortion clinic. Black lives matter unless you live in Detroit or Chicago where 22 black people are killed by black people every weekend. Yeah, no, Black lives matter. I mean, that's why the narrative is so BS. That's why people don't want to hear it. That's why it loses credibility. Now let's fast forward to today. And here's today.
Matter.
Why did you say that?
I worked here part-time. Plus, I'm a part owner of this store. You said Black Lives Matter. Why don't you choke me? I'm black.
Tell him, sister.
Look what you did to my store.
Tell him, sister.
Look what you did to my store.
Tell him, sister. That's right, because I got they back. These are my shoes right here. Good
Look at the
men.
things you've done.
Good men.
Look.
The Black Lives Matter.
We've been here all night cleaning up. All night cleaning.
And you got black people standing right here with them.
Tell me.
Now, my problem with this, I guarantee you, both of these videos, these people have been voting left-wing, listening to left-wing liberals tell them about how the white people's the problem, how the Republicans are the problems. Support your Democrats. Support us. We're for you. We're down for the cause. 50 years later, black people still vote 99% Democrat. Get nothing but more victimization, more BS. Their lot in life has not improved one iota under liberal controlled cities to where they said, if we vote liberal, it'll get better. If we have black police chiefs, it'll get better. If we have black mayors, it'll get better. Why isn't it getting better? There's always someone to blame other than looking in a mirror.
Black Lives Matter. You lied. You wanted to loot in the store. You needed money. Get a job like I do. Stop stealing. This is the neighborhood. We're trying to build it up, and you tearing it down.
It's free reign. There's nobody at the checkout. But this nigga just pulled a gun out on not just me, but 5 other black females, and y'all sitting up here really pretending like y'all did this over black lives. A black man who looks like me, who should be out there protecting me, just pulled a gun out on me and 5 other sisters. So y'all tell me, keep about that, right? That's what I worry about. When the police came here, they didn't pull out no gun on me. But my brother did. Just pulled out a gun on us. Because we're trying to stop people from coming in the parking lot. We're trying to stop people from coming in the parking lot and creating more garbage. And this man just pulled a gun out on me. And 5 other females. So now I'm in my car and I'm finna go home because at this end of the day I feel hopeless and there's nothing that I can do. I'm picking up garbage and here goes some old black folks throwing some shit on the ground. Coming in the store, taking stuff and not helping, not asking who needs something. You pulled the gun out on me. That's what you did. You stood there and you pulled the gun out and y'all out here worried about these police officers. Everybody is against us, including us.
They went straight to Office Max, the dollar store, and every store over here that I go to. I have nowhere to go now. I have no way to get there because the buses aren't running. These people did this for no reason. It's not going to bring George back here. George is in a better place than we are. Last night, I'm going to be honest, I wish I was where George was because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I wonder why CNN isn't covering this. I wonder why all the news media isn't making this. I wonder why YouTube's probably going to remove this video because it doesn't push their liberal lies, left-wing agenda. A guy got fired in Sacramento because he said all lives matter, not just black lives, and he lost his freaking job. You've got black people saying the truth, and they ain't getting help. The left-wing media ain't there. Where's all the liberal Hollywood stars that tell you they're down for the cause? Where are they? When all these businesses move out of here because it's like, why do I want to invest in a business that's going to get looted every time the community gets upset about something and they're going to burn me down and steal from me? Why do I want to invest in these neighborhoods? And you know what that'll cause? Then the media will come out. These poor neighborhoods can't get businesses to move in because businesses are racist. They won't move in because they're It won't be the real cause. It'll be more liberal left-wing bullshit lies. These people, a lot of good people out there getting hurt, trying to make a living. And meanwhile, you got media left-wing, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook blocking anybody that doesn't agree with the bullshit lies. Lynette there.
Well, I haven't really had a lot to say on the political reasons for these people being allowed to do what they're doing on their protests. No, because I'm just going to sit back and watch it play out. I can see what is going to happen. So the likes of Anthony Joshua, yeah, your career is doomed from this day forward. Remember that. Doomed. You may not think so, but believe me, it's going to be. And why? Because of the stupid message you put out yesterday. You trying to pretend it was another person's speech? No. It's how you've always felt. I've seen you for what you are. Oh, a few years ago. But your career is doomed. Little Mix, you may as well go back into the big mix because you lot are also doomed. Yeah, I'm watching it play out and I'm thinking to myself, are these people really so ignorant they can't see what's happened? I mean, okay, so we've got all these people protesting and governments, the US government and the British government, what are they doing? Nothing. Do you think that's deliberate? Do you think that could be a deliberate act on the government's part? Oh, yes. Of course it's deliberate. Because Antifa is involved in this, right? It's not just ordinary black people. It's Antifa, right? Middle class white people. So you've got the likes of Respect saying, oh, Wendy, the young white people have woke up. Hello, Respect. Every young white person I know disagrees with what's happening. Every young white person I've encountered disagree with what is happening. They're not down there, yeah? They're not down there protesting. No, they're waiting. They're waiting and they're just going to watch it play out because the government are playing a game. And you're pawns in that game and no one can see it yet. You think you've got this, you think you've got that. No. When the switch comes, because it will, when the switch comes, then you're going to see what their game was. Then you're going to see why the government of this country and America have allowed all this to, just play itself through. The time will come when you'll all be made, to go. And when I say that, I don't mean that in a, how do I put it to you? Oh, I don't mean that in a, anyway, I just mean it. When the time comes, the government of America and this country will make sure that you go. It's as simple as that. Now, we know there's camera surveillance everywhere. Have you forgotten about the 2011 riots already? How that was allowed to play out? And then when the government decided, nah, we've had enough of this, they came down really hard, didn't they? And most of you found yourselves in court. Most of you found yourselves locked up. Because you're too, I don't know what it is, you can't see the game for what it is. Do you really think you're going to be allowed to carry this on? Do you really think the government's not going to step in at some point? Like they did in 2011? Yeah? And boom, no one on the streets anymore. Everyone arrested. Because you're not bigger than the government. At the moment, you all feel you are, but you're not. Antifa is behind this. George Soros is behind this. Ordinary people, no. But those people on marches, you'll get what's coming to you, right? You'll get exactly what the government wants coming your way. I'm not falling for the narrative of the government. They're just allowing. No. At some point, they're going to switch. And holy hell is going to be released on these protesters. Now, I think you've lost the reason why you're protesting. I do think you've lost the reason for your protest. It's now about pulling. Do you really think you're going to be allowed to pull the statue down of Winston Churchill? Because if you think that this country will sit back and do nothing if you try to pull his statue down, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. Don't you see the play? Don't you see the game, the trap? You've all fallen for it, each and every one of you. Jedi's making a stream right now. I hear them on there. Oh, we should do this, we should do that, we should go here and we should go there. Look, you're going to find yourselves locked up and in jail. Simple as that. The government are allowing it to play out until they've had enough. Then you will feel the full force of what the government intended to happen in the first place. You're blaming Tommy Robinson for his rant. Why shouldn't he have a rant? Now it's, Tommy's coming. Tommy's not coming nowhere. It's got nothing to do with Tommy Robinson. The good people of this country will not allow this to carry on. And that is when the government will have to act.